Hey, what's going on, guys? This is your girl, Ashley Wells, aka the Life Guru, coming at you with my Black Excellence channel, guys. So, oh man, a coworker actually had took a trip, and she was showing us all the pictures, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is beautiful! My goodness, where'd you go?" I automatically assumed that she ended up going to like Italy or something like that because it was just beautiful. It was just breathtaking, gorgeous, crystal clear, like bluish, looking like water, palm trees, just gorgeous. And she was like, "No, honey, this is Africa." And I was like, "What?" She said, "No, this is Africa." The hell you say? But yeah, she actually took a trip. She went actually to like the northern, eastern part of Africa. Look, guys, this is a part I cannot pronounce, but I'll put all the information on here. But yeah, she went to Africa, guys, and I was instantly amazed. I'm like, what? The resort, the beauty, the city, the food. I was just dumbfounded because I'm like, wait a minute, this can't be Africa. Are you sure, girl? Was you enjoying yourself a little too much? She's like, no, honey, this was Africa. One thing that amazes me is how the media and all these TV shows we've seen over years, how they instantly play us, because when they show Africa, they always want to show the, what I'm saying, like the third world looking part of it, the extra poor part of it. Showing our people with their bellies all out half naked. They always want to show that, and even though that's part of the culture, that's part of our home, yes, but they also never show the other parts, the luxurious parts as well of Africa either. They always instantly want to make it seem like Africa, the entire continent, is a dirt poor, literally country, and that's not the case. Africa is doing very well and is thriving, and I was shocked to find out that they have several, not one, not two, several royal families that are doing very well in that country. Africa is actually a very profitable country, and it's doing very well for itself. And I'm just like, because when according to our schools, it was nothing but like, mud, dirt, and a slave inhabited continent type thing. That's what on paper they make it seem like it, but when you really truly, guys, in modern day, go look at and check out Africa, it is stunning, and they're thriving and they're doing so well. And the craziest thing is, like, they don't give you the full story of, some people, they choose to live down in the southern part because it's more laid back, what I'm saying, it's more chill. It's like their homesteaded version, for them down in that areas. And I was like, I couldn't believe it, guys. I couldn't believe it. And the one thing that's so frustrating is they wanted to sell us that part of Africa because, one, they don't want us to go home. They don't want us to see how beautiful and thriving it is still to this day. They make it seem like you don't want to go there. Kind of similar to how they do Mexico, but see, now they couldn't keep Mexico under wraps because as their resorts and stuff like that became much more successful and stuff, they had to slightly put that out there. But how often do you see Cancun and all those different places be advertised like that? It's more of a you'll find out as you get there, or close knit secret type thing. Like, you don't see that advertised as much, so it's very similar to Africa, sadly. Because even like Mexico, they always make it seem like you got to deal with the cartel the minute you hit that border, or you might get messed up. See, they try to upsell us to make it seem like these places are just absolutely a nightmare to visit or travel to. But really, when you think about it, at the end of the day, a lot of these places are very gorgeous. Every place has its little rough ends, but a lot of these places, Africa being included, has stunning locations that you can visit. And then too, they don't want us to bring the money. They don't want us to put money into these areas. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, if you ever wanted to visit somewhere outside of the norm, which is usually, Jamaica, Turks and Caicos, and things like that, seriously, go home. Go home. I was shocked, and then she was telling me that things are still pretty reasonable there. So she was thinking about looking into buying some real estate and things like that out there. Um, it It's beautiful, girl. I was just like, what? And then, if you go into history, like the city of Alexandria, which is in Africa, aka Egypt, stunning, stunning. Guys, don't allow yourselves to get played no more, especially for the younger generations. Check Africa out, guys. I know the traveling could be a little bit of a hassle because I think it's like a 17-hour flight or something like that, and you do gotta get some shots and stuff like that just to make sure you're gonna be okay. But it's very similar to Mexico. Like when you go to Mexico, they got their certain things you gotta be careful of, be cautious of. But she spent literally 2 weeks out there, and she didn't want to come home. She didn't want to come home, and she felt welcome. And that's the other stigmatism, is they make it seem like when you travel out there, you're instantly looked at a certain way or shamed or something like that. No, she said she felt like she was at home. Very cool vibes, very loving, very warm vibes. She felt so loved, and the minute she arrived, she felt like this warm embrace of hug hit her. It's like, you're home. Because I asked her, because I said a lot of people that I'm associated with, they've said that they had bad experiences going to places like Jamaica. They was talking about how rude people were there for some reason, which, I've had family travel to Jamaica, so I didn't think it'd be like that. And then to other places, mention how, people be trying to drag them, or just other stigmatisms. But she was like, I didn't experience that at all in Africa. Now she admitted she hadn't traveled to Jamaica and things like that, so she couldn't bounce on that. But she said, honey, I'm coming back. The minute, I could accumulate some more PTO for my job, I'm going back home. And that's just what she's doing, guys. So her and her husband, they just absolutely loved it. And they had nothing but wonderful things and pictures. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So guys, yeah, don't get it twisted. Our home is very welcoming, and our home is very beautiful, and it's thriving. Don't get it twisted. Don't let these TV shows make it seem like, oh my God, no. They trying to, fool us and make it seem like we don't have a beautiful country, but we truly do. Recognize.